Sharpnack Limited, dueling trains today. It's a David and Goliath matchup today with the 736 and 2035. In this corner, the favorite, the Lionel 736 Berkshire, one of the most beloved and powerful locomotives in the history of the Lionel Corporation. Truly a Goliath in reputation. In the other corner, the 2035, the Challenger, the upstart, the mid-range locomotive that wants everyone to know that 027 can still belong in the top tier. To the Sharpnack Limited racetrack here, where the competition is about to begin between the two titans, the 736 and the 2035. You're going to see 3 stages here. We're going to have the pull force test, and then we're going to have them do a solo run around the track to kind of warm up, and then finally we will have the main event, a 20-car, 2-lap sprint race of 17 pounds of cars they're going to be pulling, which is equal to 187k pounds of scale weight. All right, well, without further ado, let's go to the first competition, which is the pull test. And it sounds like we already got some surprises coming out of the bay. Go ahead, spit up.
Okay, already we have a little surprise coming out of the polling bay. They're testing the 736, and it's coming up with 7.5 newtons for pull force, which is a little low for this venerable locomotive. In contrast, the 2035 pull test is yielding 8.5 newtons, which is an edge to the Challenger.
Okay, thank you, Sped Up Me. That we have let's take a look at the specs on the 736. We got a 284 Berkshire. It's 5 pounds, 10,267 grams, and only pulling 7.5 newtons today. It does have magnet traction though. It's got 29 centimeter wheels with 4 drivers, and it's got the powerful 671 M1 motor in the hood. And then the Challenger, the 2035. It is a 264 Adriatic, and it is only sporting 4.2 pounds. It's a little light, but it is pulling 8.5 newtons today, so that is very interesting. This is the only Adriatic with magnet traction on the Lionel roster, so that should be interesting. With those 32-inch wheels, there's 4 drivers. Maybe it may be able to overcome. Maybe that'll be a difference maker. We will see. Here we see it starting to warm up here. Lionel 736 is a legendary locomotive. It's beautiful, majestic. It's seen as one of the best examples of post-war steam. It's got these 28 millimeter drivers, 4 of them. Even though there's 8, there's only 4 that's working as traction. So it's going to be a good puller. Behind it, you have the 681 motor, which is a worm drive motor, which is very powerful. You have the pulling power and the traction. This thing's definitely going to be able to handle the 20 cars, and should give a good job of defending its championship. If the 736 is the Cadillac, then this is the Jeep. This is the Honda Accord. This is the mid-range locomotive, but it's very dependable. Everybody loves this one who has it. Has a beautiful compact design. It has 32 millimeter drivers. Be able to really speed up. It's not built for traction though, so we should see a lot of wheel slip on this. So the question is, will this be able to overcome the wheel slip to pull those 20 cars and still make it around the track? One thing about this locomotive, which is kind of a little dark horse aspect to it, is that this is the only Adriatic with magnet traction. So just like the 736, these both have magnet traction, and so that should even the score a little bit. We'll see how it goes on the track. So just to make things fair, they're both going to be pulling the 2046W tender. That's normally the one that goes on the 736, but we're going to have them both pull that same one today. All right, let's get started with its solo sprint. There it goes, the 2035. And it's going, we were hearing a little bit of scratching on the motor there. I think it might need a bit of a servicing before the main event. It's come up with 11.89 seconds. That's not so bad. That's not its personal best, though. It's gone faster before, and those big wheels should be taking it around faster, but it seems to be struggling a little bit. And we got 23:05. That is a respectable time, but it is not its personal best, so they may have to service that thing before it goes. All right, here's the 736 for the same thing. And it's going like a bat out of hell. It's running out fantastic. It is really, tearing up the track. It's coming along very, very quickly. That's real-time speed. That is not sped up. That is 10.29 already, shattering the 2035's lap, and we got a 19, just a little bit over 19. Wow, that was quite a run. What do you think, Sped Up Me?
Yeah, well, I'd say I agree. This guy is going, faster than green grass through a goose. He is really bolting through. You can see those sparks flying. That's something else. That's some good footage showing the power of the 736. Back to you.
So I would say that the 736 is feeling pretty strong right now. It just won the solo competition, but that's not the main event. The main event is where it's all at, and that's where he's got to perform. And we are hearing some interesting rumblings coming out of the 2035 camp. Tell me, Spit Up Me, what have you heard?
Yeah, I'll tell you, they were not happy with the performance on the solo run, so they did a little bit of servicing, trying to clean up some of the, giving it a little bit of oil and lube and everything, and we're going to try it again, and they're confident that they will hit it hard for the final round. Back to you.
The main event. We're just going to have to watch how this plays out. 7063 is up first, and we're going to wait for its opening bell. Here it goes. Right now. Here we go. It's off. Good start. No wheel slip. I am noticing a little bit of a slowdown, though.
Oh, yeah. It looks like it's having some power issues on the back end of the track. Yeah, this is not going as fast as we would expect it to go.
Here it comes around the power station curve. And 24. That is not its optimal speed. We in other trials before.
Yeah, no, this is going slower than a herd of turtles going through peanut butter. It's very, very, very slow. Granted, it does have 17 pounds of cars behind it, but we have seen it perform much better than this. It is not catching the momentum it needs to.
Certainly not to defend its title, that's for sure. Of the 17 cars, here it comes. It comes in at 47, just a little bit over 47 seconds. That is an opening for the Challenger. That is an opening for the Challenger. You can see here, it did fine. There was no wheel slip or not.
No, out of the gate, it was doing fine. There was no wheel slip, as you can see. That's going to be different for the 2035, but it must have lost power on the back end there.
So performance issues for the 736 leaves an opening for the 2035. Remember, let's watch carefully for the wheel slip as it tries to overcome the inertia of the 17 pounds of cars, but if it can get going, it should be interesting. And it's off. And you can see the wheel slip. It has wheel slip, but it's quickly recovering, and you can see that it's catching the momentum already. It's going very fast for what we expected, and certainly compared to the 736, it's coming along a lot faster.
That's right. This thing is going faster than a one-toothed man in a corn in a cob eating contest.
The power station curve, and it's already beaten the time of the 736.
The Challenger 2035 is going faster than a one-legged man in a butt-kicking contest.
There's a little bit of a slowdown there, but I don't think it's going to matter too much. I think it's probably beaten it. It's coming around the power station curve one more time, and it's going to come through. That's 39.89. That is an upset for the 2035. It is the Challenger, but it is won today against the 736. That is quite an accomplishment. And we're going to go back down to the pits. How are we doing down there? I see some damage.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Am I on? Hello, am I on? Okay, yeah. So, it looks like it worked so hard that it actually blew its face off. No big deal. We can fix it, but interesting.
Well, it's nothing that quick repairs can't take care of, but that should show you how hard it was running. It actually started to shake itself apart there at the end there, but no matter. It is now a king for the day, or whatever. We have this wheel slip. We did get that wheel slip, as you can see. It overcame it very quickly. Wheel slip of about 12 inches. Well, here's a side-by-side comparison. You can see how it goes.
Yeah, I want to keep on going back to the fact that I think the 736 had all the cards for it, but I think it experienced in the race, it actually experienced some performance issues. It was full to the throttle, it just wasn't getting the power. And as a result, it started to have a slowdown right about here. But by this time, the 2035 had already started picking up speed and momentum, and it was going to be a hard way for it to catch up after that. What a surprise.
No argument here. I think we really have had a very interesting day. The 736 looked poised to meet the challenge of the day and defend its honor. But it looks like today the 2035 has held its own against the mighty 736. Lots of head scratching, a lot of thinking about what we're going to do in the next video, because this is about the stupidest thing I've ever done in my life. Ugh. Well, that was one of those videos where I started working on something and it grew into that. So I don't know where that came from. Just sort of ended up going that direction. If you liked it, I could do it again. I got a lot of other trains to race. I'm not sure if it was fun or just stupid, but in any case, it is what it is. I hope you enjoy. See you next time for some more fun here on the railroad. Sharpnack Limited. Bonk.